Hi everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Suyin and today I am going to bring you a new series called the Adulting series, and it's going to be a short series about the experiences that I am currently facing as I move on into my next phase in life, where I am thinking about things like moving out and finding a place to rent, and yeah, a lot more adulting than I have done in the past couple of years, and I am pretty excited about it, and I thought it would be great to share it with all of you because eventually we are going to go through this, or maybe you already have gone through it. And if you are anything like me, sometimes I feel like, wow, there's still so much that I don't know. And yeah, I wanted to share this experience with all of you. So today is going to be the first episode, and we're going to cover the expenses that we should be saving up for. If not, we will be suffering later, or maybe I'll name it something else, but the gist of it is every year we're gonna have these annual expenses, and they are something bigger that we have to plan a little bit ahead. If not, we will really feel the pinch as they come along. And the reason why this came about was because in August I was doing my review or checking out my buckets, where I am sending my money to the different accounts that I like to send money to, like say my vacation and my gift account and my Debt Detonator account. So I was seeing that I had been spending a lot more than usual in August on certain expenditures, such as on, feminine care, and I will go a little bit more into detail about that. But yes, so I thought this video was very necessary. And did you know that every single year, as a woman at least, I have 3 medical expenditure to prepare for? If not, I will get myself into serious trouble. And the expenditures are that yearly medical checkup that is very good to have, because we need to check in to see how our bodies are doing, because we can appear fine, but when we really look into the details of our stress levels, how our organs are actually doing, it could tell us a very different story. And then the second thing is our dental care. So I also spent on dental care in August. Yeah, it is something to save up for. If not, it can surprise you, because sometimes you may need to get more work done than you can imagine. And for me, it was extracting a wisdom tooth, but luckily the dentist that I go to is super affordable. So I've gotten all of my wisdom teeth removed, and I have no more wisdom left. So thanks for still being here and being a part of this channel despite me having no more wisdom. And then, okay, then yeah, I also had to go for a doctor's appointment because I have this thing called polycystic ovaries, and I've known for a very long time, since I was 21. So on top of a pap smear, which women have to get once a year, not the most comfortable of things to do, I needed to get a blood test to screen for hormones to see that I am doing a-okay in that department, and if I ever wanted to get pregnant in the future, then we're gonna get to that conversation when that happens, because a person who has polycystic ovaries is going to have a little bit more of a challenge trying to get pregnant. Not that I'm trying to get pregnant right now. So yeah, moving on and talking about what this video is about. So I wanted to lay out every single item that I think that I need to be preparing for annually, so I can expense it out and be very comfortable when it actually arises, because all of these items can actually be planned out in our calendar. Like I said, I did my dental care in August, so I know that in August next year, 2021, I will have to have a certain amount saved up for that dental checkup, and just in case I have any cavities or anything like that, I have another spare amount dedicated just for that expense. I should probably move my pap smear to a different one so that it's not so heavy, but I guess if I have an account where I am saving all this money towards, and I know the exact amounts and I can hit my savings targets to reach those amounts, I guess I don't really need to move my feminine medical care into a different month. So it's things like that, that we need to plan ahead. If not, we will be blindsided and we'll be very stressed out as they happen. So that's what we want to avoid, and that's what we want to do to hack this system. So let's get into what are my annual expenses that I think I need to be planning out for, and there are 10. So as I mentioned, let's talk about the medical stuff. The first one would be a health checkup, and a health screening is super important to do every single year. I don't know how much it costs at the moment, so I need to track back and see what are the costs according to my receipts. So keep your receipts. They are actually tax deductible, especially for a health checkup. And then, dental care and the feminine care of the pap smear or the hormone blood tests. After that, we're gonna have vehicle costs or like vehicle expenses, especially if you own a car or a motor vehicle. And for me, what I have thought of is, so where are we? Number 4. 4 will be road tax and 5 will be car insurance. 6 will be the maintenance of your car because we need to get it serviced, every couple of months or so. And also in the event that you need to change your tires, your engines, hydraulics, whatever it is, right? I don't know anything about cars, but I definitely know that there are going to be times where we're going to need to change certain parts as the car gets older, right? So this brings me to the 7th item that I will be saving up for on an annual basis to expense out, which is my medical insurance. This one is a bit tricky because personally, I pay for my medical insurance every single month so that it is evening out the cost in terms of cash flow. Cash flow makes sense to expense it out every month than to pay it in one lump sum in a year. I mean, it really depends on the individual. For me, I prefer to pay it off month by month, and yeah, I'm just comfortable with that. But there are some people who pay it off on an annual basis, and that is perfectly okay if that floats your boat. The 8th thing that I have to save up for is quite a big one for me, and it's an annual subscription. So for me, I have 2 really big subscriptions that cost me more money than most, and one is my Audible, and I subscribe to Audible, an Amazon product where it is like an ebook listening service, and I really like it, and it really contributes to my knowledge and my mindset and my personal growth. So that's why I keep subscribing to it, and I get to read while I am driving, and I drive a lot because of the nature of my work. And Equities Tracker's subscription that is quite hefty for me, so every single year I subscribe to Equities Tracker, and it is important for me to save up for that so that I can actually afford it when it comes in August as well. Yeah, so many things happen in August for me, and yeah, it is something to prepare for. So the 9th thing is kind of redundant at the moment, travel insurance. So every year I pay for an annual travel insurance because I know throughout the year I will be traveling. That is very uncertain right now. So yeah, normally I save up for travel insurance. It's a couple of hundred of ringgit, and it's kind of doable, but it's nice to prepare for it. The last and final thing that I would like to save up for every single year is Chinese New Year Angpow. And Chinese New Year Angpow, I know I'm not married, but what I like to do every single January, February, whenever Chinese New Year rolls around, I like to give Angpow to my mom and dad. And this is something that we started once we started working. And not only do we give our Angpow to mom and dad, we also give it to my siblings as well. So this is a really nice way of giving back or paying respects to my parents. They have given me above and beyond what they should be giving me as a fully grown woman, adult, and it's nice to be able to give back in one very small way and to save up money for the Angpow. I think this is the way I would like to go, so I can actually give them more money. And I don't know what they're gonna do with that money. I hope they enjoy it and spend it on themselves. I guess when it comes down to it, all these different annual expenses, there is a way to plan for them, and I think it boils down to 2 things. One, we can choose to optimize, and it could be in the form of, say, using a Debt Detonator account to save up for all of these things and to actually track how much each item is going to cost and to plot out when we're actually going to be needing them. I think this would be very, very handy for me. And there's also a second way of doing it, which is to increase our income. And it's really good to do both simultaneously, which is my plan of doing this. And when we increase our income, we are able to afford all of these things. But at the same time, because we are a finance channel, we talk about the importance of minding our expenses and living below our means significantly so that we are actually using all of these like income increases to put into our investments instead of succumbing to lifestyle inflation, where when we increase our income, we also increase our expenses, so we're never really getting anywhere ahead. That is the big plan for me, optimizing and increasing my income so I can actually plan well for my annual expenses. And that is how I am doing this adulting for the moment. So I will let you know my progress and if anything changes along the way. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to support this channel by giving it a thumbs up and a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!